Well, what's up, YouTube? Trucker Warren here from the Arizona Homestead Project. We've got YouTube royalty with us here. This is Jim from the Green Dream Project.
GDP into his ass. What's up, y'all?
And we also got, what's your name?
I'm Chris.
He's just Chris.
I'm the court jester, I guess.
He's the court jester.
He's the king.
All right, so today we're going to, the continuing saga of the Cummins ISX motor, we're going to go ahead and stick these head bolts in here. And right now we're working on just kind of cleaning them up, and then we're going to oil them and start torquing down the head. So we'll get to that
Clean bolt's
right
a
now.
happy bolt, right?
A clean bolt's a happy bolt. And it's a good torqued head, so we don't have to worry about doing this crap again. Right on.
You only want to do this once.
Yeah, once.
Yeah.
Just once. Yeah. All right, guys. We'll be right back.
Well, we ruined that.
Nah, you didn't ruin anything. I thought that was great. All right, so what we're doing today is we're going to go ahead and get these head bolts cleaned up, ready to go back in the engine. Got to get rid of any kind of debris or dirt that might be on there so they screw in there easily. We kind of got a little bit of an assembly line going here. And Jim and I are cleaning them. And next we're going to put a little oil on them and then start installing them in the head.
All right, welcome to Shit Talking with Warren.
Damn, dude, you didn't know you were going to get your hands dirty today, did you?
Nope. When I left that comment on your video, I was not expecting a call 5 minutes later.
Well, shit, he said, what? You're doing all that? You didn't ask me for help? I said, all right, well, so about 11 o'clock tomorrow, right?
I'm like, damn, Warren, take a joke.
No, can't take a joke. I took you seriously. You know I try and take you seriously all the time, right? So you got to have some humor in all this, because if you don't try and have fun along the way, this stuff just really gets monotonous. And so yeah, it's good to have some friends around, you know, helps the time go by, some good laughs, have a little bit of fun. That's always a good thing. So I appreciate you, Jim, coming out and helping me with this. It makes it go by quicker. Cheers.
Anytime, sir.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ching ching. Down some. All right.
Roll film.
Yeah.
1 second, please.
Quiet on the set.
Get my liquid courage.
All dogs sit. Dogs sit. Diesel. Okay. All right, so next, according to Cummins manual, all you got to do is lube these down with some 1540. I've got 540. Just lube the bolts down and set them aside and let them kind of drip dry off. And that's what we're going to be doing now. We've got 2 done, 3, and that means we have 23 more to go. We'll be right back.
What I've got is just the head right now, Warren. You want me to get your face in it and all that, or just what I've got going on right here?
No, man, they've seen enough of my face. I got a face for radio, not TV. So, but what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna start dropping the head bolts. So we got Jim over here handing me the bolts. I guess you could call him the handyman.
Oh, man.
Oh, you see what I did there?
I see that.
Did you like that?
Now you're gonna get sued.
You think Derek's gonna be mad?
I'm trying to stay impartial.
He don't even know who we're talking about, I don't think. So we're gonna just drop all these head bolts. There's 4 longer ones, just to note, and they go in the front, in the back, and I just turned them down there about a thread or 2, and I'm gonna spin them on down. So we'll just keep on going like this.
Yeah, because Jim's passing them off like they've been sitting in the sun for a while.
Right?
Or he's getting paid per bolt.
It's been in he's on piecework.
He's getting paid for bolt and shit.
They've been in a solar oven, frying his fingers. Grab them! No, they're too freaking hot.
Right beside some eggs.
Man, these edges are so freaking sharp. You just touch them and Blood squirting. Looks like a crime scene. Alright. I'm going to spin them all down and we'll be right back.
Warren, what you got there?
Well, I got this king-size torque wrench here. It's bigger than anything I've ever used. That's what she said. That there's about 30 pounds of manliness. Oh, this here has more torque. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to do Tim the Tool Man. But yeah, it'll get up there and it'll tighten some stuff down. So we're going to get onto that. Coming right up. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start torquing this down. According to Quick Serve Online, we need to do this in 3 stages. So we start out with 150 foot-pounds on the torque wrench, then we go to 300, and then we've got to rotate the bolts 90 degrees. So one thing, if you're ever a little confused about torque sequences, it's just kind of a commonality between everything I've ever done in my life, is that it always starts from the center and works its way out. So if you're ever really confused about that, that's one thing to take into consideration. The other thing is that bolts are a certain size for a reason. So that certain size, those bolts can be torqued down to a certain foot-pounds based on their size. And their thread pitch, there's a lot more to it than that, but they choose these bolts for a reason. So if you look up even just the bolts online, you can find out what torque these could withstand. So without getting too much into detail, I just want to say that these bolts are supposed to be 300 foot-pounds and 90 degrees. So we start out staggering them. The torque sequence, you could look it up online, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it just keeps working its way out in a bigger circle, just like the Big Bang Theory. So let's start with number 1, and we're going to go to 150 foot-pounds. Get the bolt on there. Now I have snugged them all up. And this torque wrench is heavy. When we get to the 300 foot-pounds, there's going to be somebody's going to need to have their hand up there because I won't be able to control it. So there we go. You hear that click? That one's there. So that's 150. Ugh. So we'll go to the second one. And we'll start working on that. So there we are, 150. Now we go to number 3. Now we go to number 4. It's over here somewhere. Now we go to number 5. And now we go to number 6. So we got the first 6 of 26 done. Now it's just a matter of working your way out. You can go over here to number 7, and number 8, and number 9, number 10, number 11, number 12, and so on. So I'll get these torqued down and we'll be right back. 50. So we're gonna basically follow the same torque sequence. I've got my torque wrench set up to 300, and let's go. a bit more difficult. All right. Oh, there we go. Chris asked me earlier, was that your spine or did the torque wrench click? Yeah, the torque wrench clicked. That's a bit of work. That's a workout. This is going to take a little while. So we're going to go ahead and shut the camera off and keep on going. Alright, YouTube. Man, we are hurting after torquing 26 bolts down to 300 foot-pounds. That's freaking crazy. The surprising thing is, it ain't even my arms that hurt, it's my freaking legs. But at any rate, they're all torqued down to 300 foot-pounds, and now we got to turn them 90 degrees. So what I did, I don't even know what I did with it. I don't care anymore. But I took my bottle of white out, and I marked each one of these bolts. So we're going to go ahead and hit them and turn them 90 degrees. The reason for the white marks is just to show where they are now, so that we don't have a problem later. Hey, look what I found, my whiteout. That's what I used. Alright, we're going to get on that just a second. Also, you got to keep up with the torque sequence of the head. And remember, you just keep radiating out, radiating out. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, so I know there's going to be some naysayers out there about doing it this way, but Cummins even suggests using a 3/4 inch impact. So I'm going to use this little hole right here as a guide. You also see the little lines that I made, but so I could just kind of stop up here, and I'm going to turn it 90 degrees. See that? So like I said, just keep following the torque sequence. Alright, YouTube. So we've got all of them turned at their 90 degrees like they're supposed to be. This thing's a beast. But yeah, so let me go in there and show it to you. Alright, well, as you can see now, if you look at all the little white marks I made with all the way across, we have turned them all 90 degrees. Notice I got all the injector holes plugged up, and that's what we were trying to achieve, even on the front and back ones, as you can see. So that equates to somewhere around 460 to 470 foot-pounds of torque. I tell you what, we were really just wore out doing that. Alright, so that's gonna do it. Alright, YouTube, well, that's gonna do it for torquing down the cylinder head. Yeah, that was a lot of work, man. It's a lot of pain. My quads are hurting, my bis, my tris are hurting, my neck hurts, everything hurts, so I'm gonna take a couple days off. I know that sounds funny, but doggone it, I'm tired. So in the next video, we're going to go ahead and stick the cam in and do the rocker shaft assembly, and we'll talk about all of that. So we'll see you all soon.
Three, two. Jim, what you got going?
What, am I supposed to say something?
What?
Ready to lube it up, Warren?
Man,
Man, that's a big bolt you have there.
Already cut.
That's what she said.